Greetings and salutations, Johnny Maclock of Metal Plus. Here we are with another video. A swig of tea first. Right. This is just a quick response video to Metal Mickey, who did hopefully starting a thread for basically 90s death metal. If aliens came down, how would you explain 90s death metal to them with 10 albums? He had the way that he thought he'd do it, and a list of locations and a couple of other bits and bobs that he thought that made each album kind of different and helped to define the genre for that time. Jürgen's done a response to it, and I thought I'd get a quick one in now. I decided on the albums last night, so I'm quickly doing this morning after my breakfast. So there you go. In the background we'll listen to Aggressive Perfector, Satan's Heavy Metal EP thing, which isn't actually death metal. Good shit. Right, so as I said, when Mickey did his, he had a list of things that he was working on. I'll just go through what I've got here, and since Jürgen was the first one to do the response, I thought Metal Mickey also said that he couldn't find anything for the rest of the world on his, so obviously Jürgen did that, and so it's good since Jürgen did the first one. I was going to go with a German band, Morgoth Odium. This has that nice chunky German sound, good shit. I'm sure if you play this to anyone, you go, yeah, that's definitely death metal, so we'll start off with that. Now, I'm going more on, this time, instead of locations and stuff, it's more of when you listen to modern bands and you're trying to explain to somebody what they're like, chances are you're going to say, oh, have you heard this new band, Frozen Soul? They sound like Bolt Thrower. So you will reference one of the 90s bands. Or, oh yeah, they've got that Swedish sound, they sound like Entomb. So I was working on essentially that. So as I said, first one up, I know Jürgen showed Bolt Throwers for Victory. I thought I'd go for War Master, that was it. I wanted to put Realms of Chaos, but that's 80s, so. Yeah, great stuff. This is when they're obviously still full in Warhammer. Excellent stuff. I know Mike's not a big fan of Bolt Thrower. I know him saying he sold his vinyl collection of Bolt Thrower. He didn't find them particularly special or do anything. But in 2023, when people are still referencing Bolt Thrower as a band that new bands sound like, so they influence them, they've got to be different enough for people to latch onto and say, yes, it sounds like it. So that's my thinking, mate. Another UK band, I'm going to go Napalm Death, Harmony Corruption. This is the first one with Barney, so this is the third album. First two were full on grindcore. I think this is probably the first death grind album that they brought out. 1990, I think this one is. Yeah, 1990. So yeah, these are different enough. Mike was going on about the lyrics, with most of them seem to be death and stuff. Well, these are more political, aren't they? Napalm Death. So I guess, you know, as opposed to he went Carcass, I'm going Napalm Death for UK bands that are essentially mixed grindcore with death metal. So they're moving from one to the other. So that's Napalm Death, and people still say, oh, it sounds like Napalm Death these days, so that fits in. Another perfect one, does the same. I had to go for Death. I know Jürgen went for Spiritual Healing. I've just gone for Human because it's the 4th album, and let's face it, technically it could have gone this is getting towards technical, but it's just bands these days, you say, oh yeah, they sound like death, so fits in. Right, let's go another one. Let's do a couple of CDs next, a couple more CDs. Cannibal Corpse, The Bleed In. This is more the people still say, oh yeah, it sounds like Cannibal Corpse. The 90's outputs, the only one I own, to be honest, because I'm not a big fan, but I like this one. Yeah, this album is essentially, I would call this probably brutal myself, fast and brutal, heavy, brutal death metal. So, and these are obviously flooded in, so there you go, that's that covered. Next up, the Swedish sound. Obviously Mike went Left Hand Path. I was very tempted, I did have Clandestine in my hand on vinyl, but I decided to go for Dissection. Like an Ever-Flowing Stream instead. Dissection? Dismember. Sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I went for Dismember. Like an Ever-Flowing Stream. This is your HM2 Buzzsaw sound. Excellent stuff. I've only just discovered these guys in the last 6 fucking months, so I've been playing this to death, and it's excellent. Time to support the next one. Dissection. Now these are obviously Swedish as well, but a lot of people class these as black metal. Some people class them as melodic death metal as well. So I would put this one in as death metal with a bit of melody and some added black metal. So black and death metal for you there, Mickey. Look at that, it's lovely cup. I'm just chuffed out of it, so I only recently picked this one up on vinyl. Took me a while to get hold of it, but there you go. Right, next up we shall go, how many have we had? 7, right, we've got 3 left. So let's go technical. When people say technical death metal, I need a swig of tea first. As well as death. I might think of later Pestilence. I've gone for Spheres because I don't own the, was it Testament of the Ancients? Temple of the Ancients? I can't fucking remember what it's called. I haven't got it anyway, so, but I have got this one, so. Unlike some people, I record this straight off my phone, so, and I don't, I can't add shit to it afterwards because I don't edit, because I can't be fucking arsed. So, yeah. Pestilence, Spheres. This is not one of the ones with Van Drunen, so can't use his voice as something different, but this is certainly technical. Possibly aggressive as well, maybe? Aggressive death metal. Next up, we'll go for, I'll leave it in the horrible thing. This is your Death Doom. There's the doomy side of it. I would have gone for, if I'm honest, I probably would have gone for Mental Funeral, because people still reference that, and Autopsy, so which sounds like that with something chunky and deathy and doomy. But this first Catastonia album, Dance of December Soul, is fucking brilliant. It's got the doom music, but the vocals are very death metal vocals. So yeah, this is it's not, doesn't sound like much else, to be honest. The vocals and the slow heaviness. I love this album to death anyway. I need you to show it again. And last but by no means least, one of the titles that Mike had was Weird, and this is very weird, and also it's from another country. Now he did mention Demolic, and Demolic are obviously Finnish. This is Demigod. I know a lot of people from VC have just picked this up recently, because this is obviously the issue of the Demigod Slumber of Soul and Eyes album, which is fucking awesome. I've been listening to it a lot these last 2 weeks, back to back. This is really, really good. As well, listen to it. It comes with a booklet, and the booklet's got like a history of the band, which is really worth reading. If you've got it and haven't fucking looked at the booklet yet, read it. Really good. And it says they're talking to the singer, and he's saying that the Finnish bands purposely, like Demolic and Demigod, they purposely didn't want to sound like the Swedish bands. They didn't want to have that mellow sound. They wanted to be heavier, but they also wanted to sound different. All the bands just they didn't want to be tied in with that, which is really interesting, which is why the Finnish bands do sound slightly different in the 90s. This is no exception. It's all over the place. It just doesn't sound like it. Normal composition stuff, a bit like the Demolic album. It's really, really good. And the more you listen to it, the more you get out of it. I've not featured it on any of my. I need to do a death metal collection update, because obviously this, and I've got tons of other stuff that I just haven't done. I've got piled up. So there you go. That's the 10. So I'd like to say hi to all the new subscribers I've got. Thanks very much for subscribing, and for the ones that haven't disappeared, because for some reason each month I still get people that unsubscribe. Why would you? I'm fucking great. If you like the video, but give us a thumbs up and like it. That'd be much appreciated. If you're not subscribed, if you'd like to, it'd be great. It doesn't cost out. And I'll got a collection update that I've already filmed that I was going to put out today, but I thought I'd get this one in before anyone else did, and steal probably some of the good shit, so they'll have to rethink theirs. Might film some new ones some over the weekend on Saturday. So that's me done. I'll upload this morning. You guys take care. I'll see you later.